Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with John Thomas, who is the superintendent of the Lebanon Water Company, and we're here for a celebration regarding the Marion and Taylor County water line that is under construction. We're going to get a little bit of information about that, and then also talk with Mr. Thomas, because you are going to be retiring soon after many years with the water company. But first, tell us about what's going on here today. It's a kind of recognition of this water line that's being put in, right?
That's correct, Gary. We're having a groundbreaking ceremony today. It involves the Marion County water line portion, which we're running from the food processing industry park in Marion County to the Taylor County line. Taylor County is running it from the county line to the area of the hospital in Campbellsville. So all in all, it's probably a 20-mile project, approximately 10 miles on our side, 10 miles on the Taylor County side.
Okay, and the purpose of this line is to be a backup line for Marion County in case it's needed for additional purposes, right?
That is correct. Right now we have our primary source is the Rolling Fork River. Our secondary source is the Fagan Branch Lake, which was built in 1992. And this is an additional source in case we have a large industry want to locate in Marion County, coupled with a drought. It could cause us to be a little short, so this is just a third option that we can have.
Now, how'd this joint effort come about?
Well, Campbellsville has a treatment plant that has a capacity of around 10 million gallons a day. We saw a need for maybe an alternative supply, so the talk started, and they were wanting to sell and we were wanting to buy, so it was good for both sides.
Okay. Now, we're having the groundbreaking today, right? So how long will this process take?
Well, we started on the Lebanon side of the project August 1st. We think that probably year's end it will be completed. Now, Campbellsville is building a tank on the location we're at right here on the county line. It might take a little longer than that. I think that the operation of the water line and tank, probably late spring, should be close to complete.
Okay. Now, how much additional water will this give us access to?
Well, we've got the option to buy just about any amount we want. We need to use enough each day to use the water that's actually in the pipe, which is about close to 300,000 gallons a day. We have the option of using on up a lot more than that, though. So starting out, probably 300,000 or 400,000 a day.
Now, what's the cost on this project, and how's the funding coming about?
Well, the funding was through KIA, Kentucky Infrastructure Association. The cost on ours is just slightly over $2 million. A really good interest rates on it. So, and I'm not for sure. I can't speak for the Taylor County side, so I'm not real positive of their cost and such as that.
Okay. And we want to also mention that Mr. Thomas, like I said, is superintendent for the Lebanon Water Company, and you've been how long with the water company? Well,
I'll soon be 40 years. At year's end, it'll be 40 years. 17 of those years was as doing maintenance and such as that. In the last 23 years, I've been a superintendent.
But you are retiring, right?
That is correct. Year's end, January, pretty flexible. I work for a very good organization from the board of directors down to all the employees. It's a great organization, and they've made my job pretty easy.
Now, how has the water company kind of evolved over those 40 years and 23 years as superintendent?
Well, it's just it's a lot tougher job as far as the water quality issues. Probably the water quality issues would be the biggest thing, and there are some machinery improvements. You know, we now have air compressors and backhoes, and we were just starting to get those things 40 years ago. So used picks and shovels a lot back in the early 70s. So that part's improved, but water quality is the biggest issue.
So you were around when the reservoir was constructed as well, right?
That is correct. I was. It started in 1990. It was completed in 1992. actual drawing water out of the lake occurred in late '92, early '93. And that was about a $9–10 million project there. So that was a large expenditure, but it's served us well, and it's still serving us well.
So that was about right when you were becoming superintendent or supervisor.
That was exactly right. I got in on the tail end of that, and I don't think it's by accident that all the industry is located in Marion County, other than the fact that we had an additional water, because about that time period is when the industry started located in our area, and I think that was a major reason for it.
Absolutely. Okay, I've been talking with John Thomas, who is the superintendent for the Lebanon Water Company. He's going to be retiring probably towards the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. But we're here today for the groundbreaking for this new water line that will open up some doors for some more water in Marion County and Lebanon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.